So this past Sunday was the Xbox showcase, and I heard it was pretty good. I personally have no opinion on it because I game on a PS5 and the only computer I have is a MacBook Pro, so any exclusive announced in it wouldn't capture my interest. But there was one game in the showcase that was a point of contention for a lot of people, and that is the new Fable game. And a lot of people are ripping on the game because the main character isn't attractive enough to them. Most notably, Ian Miles Chong, a right-wing grifter, that's all you really need to know about him, cried about this on Twitter. He wrote, "This is the main character of the new Fable game from Microsoft, continuing the trend of weirdly unattractive female main characters in video games because beauty is objectifying. This is what happens when you consult with woke intersectional feminists." Is the following take such a hot take to have? I personally don't care what the playable character in a video game looks like all that much. To me, that is so far down the list of priorities I have when it comes to video games. My personal game of the year is the Resident Evil 4 remake. They could have given Leon some extreme facial deformity for all I fucking care. It wouldn't change how fun and satisfying the gameplay of that game was. And that's what I care about first and foremost. If a game is fun, I don't care whether or not the character I'm playing as is attractive. And plus, the game is a fantasy medieval-esque game. The look of the character fits what they are going for with the game. What the fuck were you expecting, playing as a supermodel? I'd like to know what meaningful impact does the attractiveness or unattractiveness of a main character have when it comes to how fun a game is. Because to me, it's such a stupid fucking thing to fixate on when it comes to a video game. If a game is fun, a game is fun. I don't fucking care what a character looks like. Because, and I guess this is earth-shattering to some people, but I don't base a game's quality on whether or not I'm going to fap to the main character. Not every character has to meet a certain beauty standard, because not every gamer is some dude that's horny 24/7 who bases a character's worth on whether or not said character gives them an erection. And if you really are this distraught over this character not being attractive enough for you, you don't have to buy the game. There's no secret fucking agenda forcing you to be attracted to a woman that looks a certain way, or whatever the fuck you think is going on. No one is forcing you to look at this character. And last I checked, video games aren't the be-all, end-all determination of what is or isn't beautiful. It's like Jordan Peterson melting the fuck down over seeing a plus-sized model on the cover of a sports magazine. No one is forcing you to look at that model, nor does that sports magazine have the final say over what is or isn't beautiful. Same thing with this game. No one is shoving this character down your throat saying, "This is beautiful, you better like it, or else." At the end of the day, it was just the game designer's choice to make her look this way. Nothing more, nothing less, because they felt her looking like this would be more realistic and better fit for the time period she's from, as opposed to making a medieval woman look like a fucking Playboy model, or some shit. I'm sorry that female characters in video games are becoming more than just eye candy for male gamers, but you don't represent the entirety of the gaming community. There are people out there who want a little bit more depth from their characters than just, "This character is hot and makes me hard." And if you want video games to advance as a medium, you're going to have to accept that more and more video games are not adding female characters just for the sake of having eye candy in the game for horny male gamers. I'm tired of the rampant sexism that plagues the video game community, because that's exactly what the fuck this is. Do you see this much vitriol be thrown when it comes to the appearance of male characters in video games? Fuck no. When it comes to people complaining about unattractive video game characters, 9 times out of 10, it's a female video game character they're complaining about. Because that's the be-all, end-all of female video game characters, right? How hot they are. They can't just look like normal fucking people, because that doesn't make me hard. Yeah, go fuck yourself. There's a chance that people in the comments will jump down my throat for saying this, but the observation still stands, and you're not going to change my mind regardless of what verbal diarrhea you spew down there. If you want to please yourself looking at attractive video game characters, I'm sure there are plenty of sites out there that'll satisfy your needs, so stay busy doing that, and leave everyone else the fuck alone, because no one wants to hear your drivel about how every female video game character needs to meet a stupid beauty standard, or else the game is trash, or some other stupid shit like that. Anyway, that's all I have to say. Bye-bye.